Welcome back once again to Gemini. We're going to go straight into your reading and I hope you've enjoyed these posts. If we go straight to the left hand side, bottom card there, we can see that we've got all the pentacles around you. Now that's relating to having to balance things up a little bit there. It's give and take. So the cards are showing me that within this next coming week, we've got to balance things up around us and give and take a little bit and see what what you can achieve, because when we go to the next card there along the side, which is another, you've got 6 and 7 coming together. Now, where that is, it's a card where you've got to reflect a little bit on your ideas and you're protecting them. You're putting your ideas around yourself to do. I feel this card's reflecting about work around you, kind of wanting to protect everything that's your ideas, your choices, your decisions at this moment in time. Again, it's a card that you've got to be honest with yourself, but watch for people not being honest with you in this very near week. So because we've got cards that's showing all these arrows around, but we're protecting what's ours. So it's been on your guard there. Now, the Hangman just makes you have to sacrifice things from time to time. So that's why we're balancing and sacrificing here. So you've got to reflect and see things from other people's point of view also, because you'll go upside down if you don't. So people do not always see things the way that you do. So we've got a few things to just give up here a little bit and not be too protective of the ones and things that's around us, although I feel that you've a lot of weighing up to do there, because I feel like it's been a bit of a tough challenge for you and you've had to reflect on things within these past situations. You do have the lovely High Priestess. Now again, she's the 2 and she kind of she has things where she gives rise to things. Very intuitive card, very spiritual card. She always unites things and she's a very strong, powerful card within the reading, but she also keeps secrets as well. So this is what you've got to reflect on, your ideas, and although we're safeguarding everything, you've got a very creative side to you as well. So use that powerful intuition. You'll know the people who's not honest with you and the people that are honest, and and your abilities to see through this are very good. The Fool comes in to take you to the naught. Now the Fool is always about your ideas and taking a few risks from time to time. Although I don't think you're a great risk taker, and I don't think you're anybody's fool. I just think that from time to time you just got to go, watch we don't get too near the edge. We've got a lot of charisma in this card and a lot of great ideas, and intuition and powerful there. But so we're protecting what we're rightly upon our journey, what we rightly feel that our ideas, we want to safeguard them, keep them secret a little bit. You have the Judgment card, which is rising you up there. So all obstacles you'll rise above, but again, it's rising above past as well, and knowing you're reflecting on the new and not judging everything and everyone too harshly there, because the Resurrection card brings you up. So again, it's rising up with your ideas. Although you've got them there and you're reflecting on them and the ideas, it's about what you want. You have to give up to go forward. So you've got the challenges coming in, and I feel like you've got to reflect a little bit, take some time out from hurting situations that's there. So it's a bit of a space time that they're giving you here, and to reflect, but also a card that's showing me very much that you've had some difficult times and you've battled through and you've had a lot to weigh up, but now it's the time to take your rest. You're in the recovery period time, and this is what you're ready then to be up and charging about again, because the Knight of Swords is there, that it is a battle, and you will have to be careful that you're not drawn into battles and other people's situations as well. And also, if you do get involved, it's a kind of a card where it is very, very fast and it's very swift. So just be aware that you're not dragged into other problems that other people have to sort out. I see that you've got an idea and a journey which is going to give you a lot of opportunities, and sometimes you can charge away from this pathway. You might have set upon it, but you kind of sometimes go back and reflect And this is where I think you're charging back to your old self there And so what I do feel that although opportunities are there and opportunities on your pathway to grow within a work sense, it's about that initially stepping onto that path to go forward. But the opportunities are there if you think they're worth taking. That card reflects that. Now at the back is I pulled your major card there. Again, it's about pouring things out, and she's a reflection again. Cards, a lot of reflection coming out this week in cards. I feel like it's for most signs. Now, although I have got you really, you've got to do things in moderation with this card. So just be careful of dishonesty. Be careful of journeys you're taking on, and just do everything in moderation. Slow down a little bit. Don't go charging around. The Magician's there. The seeds are being set for ideas of going forward, and you want to pour them out, as you can see, and get them going. But they are filling your cup with the major card at the back. They're filling you up there. They're filling all the ideas, and you've got them all flowing into you. But just do things in moderation, because the card is showing the Magician, which you've got everything to play with there, and things appearing in your life. But the Page of Wands is showing you the growth. And although you're very articulate at what you do, you've got a lot of growth in there. But you do have the backstabbers as well. So this is giving you challenges regarding to watch your back there a little bit, not getting drawn into arguments, and know that you're honest. And if somebody like presses the wrong button with you, you will charge in there. So although you've got a lot of things calming, I feel, around you, if your button's pressed, you'll charge in. So be aware of that, because the backstabbers are showing up in them cards in the here and now. So be aware that, it's a bit of back again. Watch your physical back with back pains, but just be aware of watching your back. So not getting drawn in or hurt. But you do like to be in control of situations, and the Queen of Swords brings that powerful control of wanting to do things the way you do. You don't be led here. You're the leader, and that means within work, you'll lead the way, and you'll place your authority in when you need to do, but you'll stand up for what's rightly yours. So there could be a little bit of conflict in a work sense here, where you've got to just keep firmly in control, but you won't back off, because the next card is showing you the 5 of Swords again, where you're a card that will fight for what you really do believe in. But remember, you just don't do it at the expense of others. Know that you've got to keep looking back, and you've got to keep on your guard, but you just don't get into any battles, And if you do, it's showing your card you won't be defeated. You'll fight till the end. You've got to put your back to your emotions and go forward. So a situation's showing me where you're moving away from it anyway. So again, it's sometimes very difficult. So there's a little bit of toing and froing with this coming week. But place your back to your emotions and know you can go forward anytime you choose to do so. But it'll be a little bit of a difficult time, because there's a little bit of hurt feeling here. Now the Queen of Cups, as she comes in here, again, it's a very powerful intuition card. It's always your sixth sense, so listen to that. Don't let it go unnoticed that you're aware of situations that are around you. It's a very spiritual card, is the Queen of Cups, although she's got a lot of support for a lot of people. So you're going to be supporting and holding a lot of people together with this card, and you will always find solutions with the Queen of Cups. She's great with ideas and solutions. So although it's keeping in control and battling through here and turning your back, you will keep control. So be aware of that. It's a very nice card to have. She can be a lot of strength. She can be quiet when you want to be. So you'll go into your a bit like isolated yourself. You'll go inwardly there. Can see that you will have some support with you during this time, and I just keep feeling like it's a work sense. But I just think where you've got this hand of offering coming to you there, you've got to look up a little bit and see what's on offer. Using that intuition, that power and that creativity side of you. See what else is on offer there. Don't ignore the hand of offering, because again, you can be bored easily. But it's about looking up and taking the hand, or seeing if it's worth accepting. So another another proposition you've got to look into, see if it's worth it. But again, I'm pointing you back to your major card at the back, which is, you know, moderation and pouring things into you. So again, you've got to look at the devil. Now that's addiction, so you can be addicted to your emotions, and you can, and I just feel Gemini, that although I'm being torn, and I just feel like the pathway tears you in two ways here. It's like you're comfortable with what you know. You kind of hang into what you know best, and you'll stick there until you decide it's time to make that move. So it's about breaking you free of temptation as well that's been placed in your way here. Make sure you're looking at the hand that's offered to you. It's very tempting and very wanting to go ahead with this, but make sure that it's worth breaking yourself free as well. You've got the lovely King of Pentacles. Now the Pentacles is always a lovely card to have because it's the nicest king in the pack. He's got maturity, he's got wealth, but works very hard for it. So this relates to you Geminis. You've worked really hard for what you've got, and you're down to earth, but you will share with others as well. You've got a nice card that comes in there with the Four of Wands. Now that is again reflection on a little bit more hard work. You've placed a lot of hard work into property, you've placed a lot of hard work into your work that you do, but we haven't completed it yet. We've got a lot more to do within that. And sometimes you can see that it's a struggle to get going forward. Although you've got the nicest king in your pack, it's still sometimes a struggle along your pathway, because you can be the nicest guy, but sometimes you wonder why all these things keep coming up and showing the face and knocking you back down. Because that card there, the Five of Pentacles, is to me is always my horriblest card in the pack, because it gives you all support. You're definitely supported in everything you've gone through. You've had somebody that will not let you down, will always be behind you, will always prop you up. So again, you've got to note that it's a struggle. You can feel isolated, you can feel really left out, and that even this card relates to the poverty card and not having a right lot around. But for how hard in circumstances get, you will get support, and don't be afraid to keep going there, because you will get support. So again, but going back to the card at the back once again, it's reflection of where things are coming in there and flowing to. So as difficult as that card that you finished on there, the Five of Pentacles, you've got to take your major card there and show that things will start to flow back. So I will leave that with you, Geminis, knowing things are going to improve through difficult circumstances, and just follow your guidance. And I'll leave that with you. Thank you for listening.